There's a moment in every life that decides everything. Not the loud moments, not the dramatic ones, the quiet ones. The moments when you're alone with your thoughts, when nobody's watching, when no one is clapping, when there's no pressure except the one you feel in your chest. That moment is right now. Because the truth is simple, even if it hurts to hear. If you don't start now, you never will. You keep telling yourself soon. Soon I'll start training. Soon I'll chase that dream. Soon I'll become the person I know I can be. But soon is a lie we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. Time doesn't wait. Life doesn't pause. And opportunity doesn't knock twice for people who hesitate. Look at your life honestly. Not with excuses. Not with fantasy. But with clarity. How many days have you spent preparing to begin instead of actually beginning? You don't lack talent. You don't lack potential. You lack action. And that's not an insult, it's a wake-up call. Because everything you want is on the other side of discomfort. Every strong man you admire started when he didn't feel ready. Every success story begins in chaos, confusion, and fear. They didn't wait for motivation. They moved without it. Because motivation fades. Discipline stays. You think the great ones wake up excited every day? No. They wake up committed. They show up when it's boring. They show up when it's hard. They show up when no one is watching. That's where the separation happens. Right now, you're standing at a crossroad. One path is comfort. Familiar. Safe. Predictable. It leads nowhere. The other path is uncertainty. Pain. Effort. Growth. It demands something from you. But it gives everything back. You don't need confidence to begin. You build confidence by beginning. You don't need clarity. Clarity comes from movement. You don't need motivation. You need courage, just enough to take the first step. That's it. The first step. Because once you start, momentum does the rest. Think about it. Every powerful transformation you admire started with someone saying, "Enough is enough." Enough procrastinating. Enough waiting for permission. Enough hiding behind fear. They stopped negotiating with their comfort zone. They stopped asking, "What if I fail?" And started asking, "What if I don't try?" That question changes everything. Because the pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. And deep down, you already know which one you're tired of carrying. You're tired of feeling behind. Tired of watching others pass you by. Tired of knowing you could be more, but choosing not to act. That exhaustion you feel? It's not from doing too much. It's from not doing what you know you should. So listen carefully. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a decision. You don't need permission. You need courage. You don't need more time. You need to start now. Because starting changes everything. Once you begin, momentum replaces doubt. Action replaces anxiety. Progress replaces fear. You start to trust yourself again. And when you trust yourself, everything changes. Your walk changes. Your voice changes. Your presence changes. You stop asking for validation. You stop waiting for approval. You start building quietly. And one day, people will ask how you did it. They'll say you're lucky. They'll say it was overnight success. But you'll know the truth. It started the moment you stopped waiting. It started the moment you chose discomfort over regret. It started the moment you said, "Enough." Right now, this is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. No more planning without action. No more dreaming without doing. No more promises you don't keep to yourself. Because every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose trust in who you are. And every time you follow through, you rebuild it. One decision at a time. One rep at a time. One day at a time. That's how you become dangerous. That's how you become unstoppable. So ask yourself honestly, how long are you going to wait to become the person you know you can be? Because the world doesn't need another person with potential. It needs someone who decided to act. Someone who stood up and said, "Today, I start. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today." If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I start now. No more delays. So that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will become the version of yourself you've been avoiding for far too long.